The topic of the video, how to survive a breakup, as in principle not to experience some panic and fear, is something in life does not go according to your own plan. Let's start by thinking about what amplifies our experience during a breakup. This happens unexpectedly, means we did not plan anything like this, and we have no idea how to live further after that moment. How can you become unbreakable and begin to completely control your own life? Before I start, my friends, press subscribe button below, because I have more video like this about get X back, about relationship and man successful programming, how to become unbreakable. Always have a plan B. I hope you understand that we are talking not about another lady on the side, but about a person's psychological readiness for any scenario of events in life. Now I will tell you more detail how to use it. I just wanted to know that I use this tool and it already makes my life much more comfortable. I feel much more better. Emotions, it can be both positive and negative, appears from some non-standard scenarios of our life. That is, suppose you won the lottery and you have euphoria, right? That is, you did not expect such events. Or maybe some moments when a woman left, a divorce, or maybe laid off at work. You can tell by inner feelings, this is the end of life, you don't want to live anymore. How we can handle it? This is a moral psychological preparation. There is one famous example about samurai, you will like it, who at one time had to represent their death in the smallest detail every day. What happens of them after a month or maybe years later? Almost complete absence of fear of death and maximum psychological stability. And many people who try this practice will say, it is not pleasant to think about it. You can go crazy. No, no, no. It's unpleasant because you are not ready for this. You are going to live forever, right? Any hint to the contrary makes you upset. Right now, you must make a diagnosis. What are you most afraid of? Next, visualize as much as possible and think about what you would do with it. How would you live on and how to prepare for such a scenario? After a few weeks of this practice, the feeling of anxiety will begin to disappear. No, this is not about pessimism, how bad and meaningless everything around us. No. We are talking about psychological preparation for the worst scenario in our life. As a result, some unpredictable events no longer cause stupor in you. We have already imagined it and know how we will act in this situation, how we will continue to live in this situation. When I thought about this video, I realized that I could no longer think of situation that would shock me. I already know how I will continue to live. I have already done something in of course, advance, in some moments, in order to have increased readiness for that moment. This applies to work, maybe some personal life, and everything else. With a similar approach to life and relationship, the departure of any woman does not cause any panic at all. What unites all men who find themselves in a weak position and the woman leave? They weren't ready for it. They weren't ready for leave without this woman. And if there were some readiness, believe me, she would not go away. Why? Because he wouldn't do a stupid sprint for a woman. This is when a man does everything for the sake of woman, and he, afraid of losing her, runs after her, a stupid sprint. For me, the worst thing is to live with sweet fantasies and illusions about your future or anything. Because if something does not go according to a plan, it can destroy me. Do I need it? No. That is why people say, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Has the most practical meaning, this meaning. And if you are now in the process of distancing or maybe no contact rule or ignoring, a woman, you should not live with the thought that she will definitely come back and everything gonna be good. On the contrary, start living without her. When you start using this tool, your actions turns to be much more productive. That is, a way out of situation where others simply will break down, will broke themselves. It's like when a turbine on an airplane ignites and everyone is in a panic. And in this situation, you just have a parachute. We don't just visualize negative scenarios, we prepare for them. When it becomes your habit, life will be not scary anymore at all. Let's take an example from sports when a person declares that I am the greatest and not beaten. What's going on with him? There are, of course, have some exceptions when the athletes has never lost. Exceptions are very rare. What happens for the most athletes, most often? Broke down at the height of their career after the first defeat. And there are some athletes who say, yes, I can lose. Yes, it will happen sooner or later. And to see them, such people in practice, they do not break. Therefore, guys, use this method. This is a valuable tool for all occasions. It can be used not only in relationship. The result may be not immediate, because anxiety initially makes you look for some options around. But when you will have already found some answers, found alternate moves, then you will understand that everything will be all right with you. But others in this moment will continue to live in fear and panic. Guys, if information is useful, smash like and subscribe the channel to watch more videos that change men's consciousness with women and actually fully in life. Thank you for watching my video.